Welcome everyone to the second part of our Expert Talk series with Dr. Nelson P. Abraham. From the first part, I hope every one of us have understood how to have self-awareness and also how to focus on our strength, how to find the weakness within us, the opportunities that we have, and how to identify the threats that we are going to face on our way up the ladder. Today, we are going to have a small discussion with Dr. Nelson sir on what he have told us before. Also, you may ask your questions below so that he'll be answering those. Let me welcome once again each of you to BrightMindz Our Expert Talk series.
And I think we have some questions.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
please give your questions, please.
Okay.
Let us share with the questions.
Okay. So, from your session, I could understand that we have talents, we have potential, and some people may mock at us. All those things. We face threats from our peer group.
Okay.
So, actually, do the scores which we receive in academics, do they have any relation with our talents or potential?
Okay, it's a very nice question. I would like to tell you that every time our talents and potentials is influencing our performance, obviously. But your academic performance is something slightly different from our talent, because from our talents and potentials which we have. In India, we have a learning process. That means up to the 10th standard, you have to learn all the subjects. If I tell you, there is a story behind it. It's a big tree. I am telling a horse to climb the tree, as well as a snail to climb the tree, as well as a squirrel to climb the tree. Who will be successful? Every time we can say that the squirrel. But what about the snail as well as the horse? They have skilled in different other ways, but they are compelled to do this also in the elementary learning process. So it means that if you are not good at in a subject, or in a particular subject, doesn't mean that it is going to influence you for your future. You can choose what are your talents, innate, or your inborn talents, not infatuation, your inborn talents, and you have to, we can score upon it, and we can make more of our experience in this talents which we have with us, and we can be excellent. That is what I have to give you about my suggestion regarding that question.
Okay, so like even if I'm not performing well in some subjects, I may not worry, but what I have to do is I have to find my innate talents.
Exactly.
Then go on with find out what I can pursue in that area, so that I'll be successful.
But only thing is, in India, up to a 10th standard, you have to learn all the subjects. Anyhow, we have to get a 35% marks at least for that, which is the benchmark for our next learning. Then you can concentrate upon your talents, your expertise, and you can pursue the deeper level. You can go for very, very, very deep learning in the subjects of your interest, where you can excel yourself. And I guarantee you, you'll be excellent if you go through this way. Not the words of others, but finding yourself is the most important thing.
Okay. I understand, sir. And the next question is like, so apart from the academics, or like if you take into career, I used to hear like in current generation, in this time, creativity and critical thinking precedes all other skill set.
Okay.
So as a student, how can I improve my critical thinking and creativity?
Creativity and critical thinking are parts of life skills. I can tell you there are 10 life skills. Generally accepted studies talk about the life skills, and we can see that there are 10 of them. First one, we call it as our self-awareness. Another one is our interpersonal relationships, empathy, effective communication, stress management, decision making, creative thinking, critical thinking, problem solving, negotiating skills. These are all some of the life skills. of which you have been asking me, the creative thinking and the critical thinking precedes many other skills. If it's so, the creativity and the critical thinking are complementary areas of life skills. If you want to be creative, you have to go for critical thinking. If you have to go for your creativity, you have to have your self-awareness. You know how I can perform. And your creativity is something else which is actually compelling us when we are experiencing ourselves in the external environment. When we are meeting people, coming to the for that I will try to tell you that we have to move little away from a free zone. Free zone is the area where you can do things perfectly and finely. But when a creativity occurs when you move a little forward from your free zone and enter into the puzzling zones or the buffers, from where we have to confront with many situations where many people go for the vertical thinking. When you inculcate the feeling of lateral thinking, we can see that we call it as the creativity. And the creativity will ask you many questions. We call it as the critical. Whether my way of my thinking as well as my movement in this way can help or benefit. You have to weigh between the pros and cons. If the pros are more, that is what is called a critical thinking process, from where you can make a decision and move forward. So critical, creative and decision making. These are three things which are actually twined together, ending towards your goal setting or your decision making. I hope I have given you the answer for that.
Yes, yeah. Right now it's clear. Okay, so next we have a question from one of the student who is studying in 10th standard.
Okay.
Okay, so he's doing like that. He used to complete his school work, assignments, homework, all those things at night, maybe like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
Okay.
But from other expert talks, or his parents are telling him that we have to wake up early in the morning, then we have to do our work. That is the way in which we will be able to develop ourselves.
Okay.
So,
okay, right. For that, I would like to tell you that the parents are right. Because there is an English saying even, early to bed and early to rise. As a biology teacher, I can tell you the science behind it. There is pure science behind getting early. We know that we have day and night. At night, what is happening? We cannot see the sun. Doesn't mean that sun is not there. From the sun, the electromagnetic emissions are happening every time. EM radiations, of which the visible light is only between a small span of 1900 to 2300 meters, or this what you call Armstrong units. And the rest of the light, beyond that you can see the X-rays or the gamma or the short waves and other waves. And when these short waves, the example we can say that early morning time we have these EM radiations or UV radiations which are actually coming to our head. And in front of the brain we have a position called pons virili. Every biologist knows that. When these scintillations of the early light hits upon your pons virili, it actually improves your ability to learn more. This has been scientifically proved. That is the reason why the munis or the rishis of the ancient India or even now are having the Surya Namaskar. Before that thing is very important. We call it as a Brahma Muhurtam. At the Brahma Muhurtam, the munis or the sannyasis of India have been doing one thing. They move towards the water and they will have the snan and they will look forward and make the Surya Namaskar. At this point of time, the UV radiations will hit upon your pons virili or the frontal part of the brain, and it improves your ability to learn. And that is the reason why it is said that it is fine and needed to have your learning process in the early morning time. Moreover, I have to give you another thing also. Whenever you are learning, you have to sit in a straight position looking east or the direction of your learning table. You should be sitting in the east direction, as if to have these radiations on your pons virili, which improves your ability to learn. And that is the science behind the saying of early learning, start learning in the early morning time. That is the science behind it. So,
Okay.
I am with the parents and tell your friend of 10th standard as if to get up early and sit in the easterly direction and start his studies, not on the bed or leaning. He should be in the straight erect position for his studies. This is the science. Okay. Any other questions, please?
Yes, yes. And next is also a question from a 10th standard student from
Yes.
Amrita Vidyalayam. His name is
Okay.
Vishnu Mohan.
Okay.
So he is telling like right now he's in 10th standard and he's confused whether to go for science or commerce. He's interested in both and he's having doubt whether to go for science or commerce. So he's asking like how shall he choose between the two?
Okay. My dear friend, please tell your Amrita Vidyalaya friend that science, humanities, anything, everything is good. So it is depending upon the talent of the child. And maybe you can recommend him as if to attend the AWARE program of BrightMindz Academy, because they have got a mechanism of assessing the child's interest by a program, so that when he is pursuing that program, he'll be able to find which he is good at or the best at. He'll be good in many things, like you said, in his arts, science, humanities, everything is good. But how his talent or his inborn talents are suiting to which position, the BrightMindz Academy is giving and a course for that, or to read the talents, and which is helping them to pursue their further studies. Please tell him to contact BrightMindz Academy, join the AWARE program, and to get more information from the academy. This is my suggestion. Being a science graduate, I cannot tell you that humanities is not good. So it's not fair enough. So please tell him to contact BrightMindz Academy and to join the program.
Okay. So I got a little confusion here. So is there a relation between our interest, skills, and talents? Are these aligned? Like, if you have interest in something, does it mean that we are also talented in that area?
Okay, this is somewhat a very good question. How the interests are formed? Many of the time, our interest is from the pressure from the peers or the influence of the peers, because they do this. As a group, we would like to say, I used to go. Maybe if you ask the students, why do you choose this subject? Many children say that, sir, my friends are in this area, that is why I'm coming for this. Another one, my parents have told me that this has got a good potential. So I would like to go for that. But does it mean that it is his talents? No. Interests are the pressures coming from the external environment many of the time. Or sometimes it can be with the child also. But the real talents are something else. When you pursue with something, I can tell you from the example of my own children. My son was one time telling, sir, Appa, I want to go for film technology. I said, why do you say like that? Say, one of my friends is telling me, and now he's an assistant director. One of my friends is moving for this, so shall I go for that? I said, it's your choice. But your talent is fixed upon your mathematical ability, because from the very small classes, he has been getting 100% for his mathematics. Moreover, he has been trying himself to solve the puzzles which is given by his mother. She is a mathematics teacher. And he was very good at working it. And in his 10th standard, he got 99. You know, from the internals, they gave him only 19. That is why he could get only 99. So that is the talent in that boy. Like that, the talents are exactly influencing, not the external pressures of the interest, which can change every time. But the talent is more important. So they have to hit upon the talents. And again, I tell you, to find the talents, tell your friend to work on the awareness program, so that that professional development skills which are hidden in us can be exposed by the questionnaires as well as the personal interviews done by the academy for their career growth. So tell him the small interests or certain happenings in the life is not influencing us for the whole lifetime. The hidden talents which has to be played upon to get more of influences in the life. That is my suggestion. Academy can help you. BrightMindz Academy can help you as we find the real talents which is inside us.
Okay. So adding on to this, we have one more related question. So
Okay.
she's a 12th standard student.
Okay.
Her name is Donna Abraham.
Okay.
And what she was asking is that she has interest in drawing and paintings. So during school time, she have won prizes in that. Actually,
Okay.
she's talented in that. She have
Okay.
proven also.
Okay.
But her parents is saying that if she is in India, if she is pursuing a profession of that kind, or if he is going for pursuing her interest in drawing or being an artist or painter, it's slightly risky because the way in which we can be successful in that area is not so sure, or we don't have that much opportunity, and her parents is asking her to go for engineering.
Okay.
So she's asking if she is not listening to her parents and going for the art stream, or how can she make a right choice, or how can she be sure that the choice she is going to make will be suiting for her. She's in a confusion.
Right. And many of the time, this type of artistic skills are excellent talents, no doubt about it. But she, tell her name was, okay, anything else. Some Donna, something like you told me. You can tell Donna that these skills can, she can utilize these skills in every walks of life. That is the most important thing. For example, if she is choosing her career as for engineering, if she is good in mathematics as well as the other skills of engineering, that again that can be discussed with the academy as well as their training program and their evaluation techniques. If she is good in engineering, I would like to suggest her that if she wants to be an engineer, and her drawing and painting skills can help a lot than many other engineers. For that, what she have to do? My suggestion is, if she is taking her subject as in architectural engineering or interior designing, or say when she is pursuing her career as an engineer, he has got the talents of an engineer as well as the talent of her her drawing as well as the painting skills. And think if she is an architect and he is specializing in interior designing, she will be the best among these lot who has the skill of painting, which can match with it is unmatchable with many other engineers. So if she can pursue her engineering in this type of creative level, and she can express herself in putting her talents into that academic stream, she will be the best and the unique. So tell your friend, if the parents are telling her to go for engineering stream, try to be an engineer in the architectural engineering and super specialize in the designing of these things, where she can put her input and she can work wonders and marvels in that area of construction. That is my suggestion. And for more details, again, I would suggest to Donna to meet the academy and find exactly what is the pressing problem with her, for her excellence in life.
Okay,
where they will be able to sort it out.
Like I'm also feeling like, oh, I'm also getting that vision, and I believe that she'll be very happy to listen to this.
Okay.
And we have one more last question, and so this is some interesting question, and this is a 9th standard student.
Okay,
So
very good.
So he's asking, like, I think many of us have faced this problem. He's asking like, he's facing difficulty in mathematics.
Oh,
Actually, in mathematics, he is facing some difficulty. So his friends used to mock at him, like, if you are not good at mathematics, then you are not good for anything. So he's asking, like, is it really a problem that being not good in mathematics?
The Spadigam cinema is before us, as if to give exactly, I tell you, because it has a learning element. And mathematics is, as I said, is a subject, one among the subjects which you have to learn, obviously. And maybe I have some relation with that girl or boy who has asked this question. I could pursue my mathematics only up to my 10th standard, just because that was the subject which I could score minimum marks. It was about in my 50s, maybe I can tell you. For every other subject, I was having more than 60% of marks, but only for mathematics. So I stopped mathematics. Doesn't mean that I was not able to be successful in my career. Yes, I do firmly believe I have been successful in my career without mathematics. So mathematics is one among every other subject, that's all. And maybe the mathematics teachers, they are very good teachers, they are excellent teachers, but the only thing is, for mathematics, if you add 4 and 3, it should be 7. All other figures before and after 7 is wrong. So we can say that mathematics people are thinking of perfectionism. But in every other subject, we give some space for growth. In mathematics, it is actually fixed. And that is the reason. So if you want to be in any other stream, we have a space or a lacune where we can enter upon and you can perform. Mathematics is not like that. So tell that boy or the girl, don't worry. As a part of the curriculum in India, we have to pursue mathematics and go for mathematics only up to the 10th standard and fix a target at 50% or 60%, not beyond that. If she is attaining 60%, she can assure herself that she is good in that subject and she can move towards the other subject which is helping her for her future or his future. And that is the reason why I tell you, hitch your wagon, which is actually necessary. Be proactive to mathematics. Don't be afraid of mathematics. Don't fear mathematics. See, think that I don't want to get 100%. I want to get only 50 or 60% as a benchmark for my further studies. And concentrate on that, hitch your wagon only up to that level so that you can deviate and get into excellent favorite topics and with the heights of life. That is my suggestion to that young boy or the girl of 9th standard, and I wish him or her a great success in her hidden talents being explored out.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other questions, please? From
and I think one of our participants, Mr. Anandu Joshi.
Okay, welcome,
Anandu
Anandu.
Joshi, can you please unmute and ask the question to Nelson, sir?
Okay.
Okay. Please, Joshi.
My name is Anandu Joshi. I am from Kottayam.
Okay.
And I completed my BTech in mechanical engineering. And
Right.
I am currently doing my MTech program in energy systems, design and analysis.
Energy?
Energy systems, design and analysis.
Okay.
In Kozhikode.
Okay.
Sir, in nowadays, there seems a lot of people are suggesting that in this post-COVID world, now the opportunities will be mostly for the software fields or the artificial intelligence. So that I'm really concerned that since I'm pursuing my career in mechanical engineering, should I change my career or should I focus and trust that in this field which I am currently in?
Okay. COVID days is, I would like to put it in inverted commas. COVID started in January or December, and there is a time when COVID has to move out. Sure. Or we have to live with it. Does it mean that only the artificial intelligence or any other subject can help in the career of an individual? It is actually, and also what is the relation between artificial intelligence or robotics with COVID? Not at all. Now what happens is this artificial intelligence or the robotics have some potential in some areas where human resources cannot be used or which have limitations of use. In mechanical engineering as well as your design and all, it actually helps you to pursue your career. Doesn't mean that if you can get a course of robotics as or artificial intelligence as an additive factor to your career, maybe it can help you a lot. And it doesn't mean that what you have studied is worthless. Not at all. If you can pursue, and I would like to tell you is, rather than moving into some other firm, if you can pursue your own entrepreneurship,
Okay.
so that you can be contented with yourself and help others to come into your stream. So be brave, be confident, and move forward with what you are pursuing right now. Artificial intelligence, if you get a course and apply that level of robotics into your science, maybe it can put you into a new venture, what you call a joining of these two, or an addition which is an additive value, which gives you more valuable, which makes you more valuable in the market. Try that. Okay, pursue with your learning. I wish you all the success, Joshi.
Thanks.
Okay. Sir, any other topic, any other doubts or topics of discussion for us, please?
I think we are finished with the question answer session.
Okay.
So, let me summarize in 1 or 2 minutes, like what I have understood or what the school students, especially the school students, should understand. As per Indian education system, till 12th standard, we have to learn all subjects,
10th
regardless
standard,
of our
10th standard,
interest.
10th standard.
So we have to have a focus that we did not attain 100% in all the subjects, but minimum criteria should be met.
Yes. The benchmark,
And
it is only 35%. Benchmark is 35%. Even though you don't know 65%, doesn't matter. If you know if you have 35% of success rate, we are put into the other level.
okay. So in our career, what really helps us to grow, helps us to excel is finding our true talents, true potential, and pursuing that thing.
Okay.
Nothing. No external factors can help us, but it can cater us. But the main thing is that we have to find our own talents.
Yes.
Then we have to go in that path. Okay, so
go very deep, go very deep into that without deviations. That is why the challenges is very important with respect to every growing individual. The challenges or the threats. Many people will be pulling you down. They'll be trying to deviate you as their wish. If you are moving or leaning like that, we cannot be excellent. That is very important with respect to every individual in their life. If you fix a target, it should be in the bullseye. That is the most important thing. So fix a target and move towards it.
And also, some students will be like multi-talent. Maybe they will be good in artistic. They'll be good in mathematics. So what we have to do is, or what they have to do is, they should be able to integrate those things, as you have said. If I'm good in artist and I want engineering, I should be, if I'm able to integrate both, then the level of achievement will be much higher.
Yes, the culmination can give better new results, which are not at found, because it can move to innovations. We call it as innovations. It can move to innovations.
Okay, and lastly, what we have to focus is our interests and talents may be different. Like our interests maybe get influenced by our parents or our friends. So we should not just jump into, okay, I'm interested in this, let's go for that. But before that, we have to have a self-analysis. As you have said, we have to have to realize our strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat or challenges. We have to understand that deeply, then make a decision accordingly.
Okay, we call it self-analysis.
Self-analysis. Oh, okay.
And also combine your strength with your goals. It should be a tandem. That's the most important thing. Your strengths and your goals should be a tandem. And if somebody is not able to find, sometimes I told you, like the infatuations or the short-term goals, these short-term goals, interim goals, and the career goal should be moving towards the life goals. That is the most important thing. For that only I told you, if somebody is not able to find themselves out, BrightMindz Academy can help them. That is my suggestion, because they have the tool as if to find which are the talents which are very expressive in their life. That is very important. At the young age, if we can go for this type of trainings and find ourselves out, that can help you to be in the best position. That is why I suggest that. Okay.
I think we can wind up the session.
Okay.
Sir. So let me thank you for spending this much time with us with a lot of insight and knowledge sharing on how to excel, how to understand ourselves and excel in our life. So let me, Arti, thank you for this wonderful opportunity that you have given us, sir. Thank you. And I hope all the parents and students who are listening to this is also happy, and they are also right now. I'm sure that they are motivated. And regarding the Aware program, I'm happy to tell you that we have this BrightMindz Aware program wherein we'll be able to find out where our talents are, then get the career choice that suits our talents. So that is based on John Holland's research in Johns Hopkins University, USA. And we have tailored it to Indian conditions so that our students will be able to really focus on things which are suiting in India.
Okay.
And
So it is tailor-made for the Indian situations.
Yes, it's tailor-made for the Indian
very good,
situations.
very good. It's a wonderful idea. Very good. Okay, so, move forward, and thank you for your invitation, for giving me an opportunity as if to talk to the common public with respect to my small thoughts on SWOT or life skills, especially on self-awareness, and which is a part of my career enhancement as a teacher. Thank you. Have a wonderful time. My best blessings for BrightMindz Academy as if to make more people responsible for the country. Thank you.
Thanks to you also. And let me thank all those who have joined here today, all the parents, students, everyone for your participation. And if you feel if you need any further clarifications, you can contact BrightMindz Academy. We have given the details below. So feel free to contact us for any help or assistance for your career. And let me also wish everyone a healthy life and also a good future. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Personal chats.